Whoa, what's going on? Hey, look, we're back. So, we're here, for an article today. We're gonna be reading an article, I know. Now, most of my viewers probably can't read because I can't. But we're gonna power through this today, and we're going to attempt to read an article on, Smash Ultimate. This is a pretty old article now that I think about it. It's like February 2019, so it's almost about a year old. But we're going to look at it from that point of view, and it's 25 glaring problems with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that fans seem to ignore. So if you like this game, like me, fuck you, alright? You're ignoring these very obvious, blatant problems with the game, which it could be legitimate. There are problems with the game, absolutely. I'm not acting like a fanboy. I'm just going to act like every single part of the game is perfect. But we're going to see 25 problems? That's kind of hard. Maybe the online has 25 problems, but the game itself? I don't know. We're gonna find out. So despite Ultimate receiving a stellar reception, the game still has tons of flaws that need to be ironed out. Okay, let's get down to this. So it should be a list. Okay, here we go. The lag. Okay, yeah, you can have this one. Yeah, okay. If we're gonna talk about the online, which we might as well, it is a part of the game. Yeah, the lag is fucking awful. The lag on the online makes me want to rip my eyes out, stick my eyes onto the wall, smash them, and then stick them back in. I really don't like the lag online. It's a paid service now on the Switch, on the Nintendo Switch Online, and you'd think with that would come a better service, but no, it doesn't. There's no better service. It's just as bad as it was in the Wii U. Maybe not just as bad, but it's still pretty fucking bad. It makes playing the game online horrible, which sucks because I still want to play the game. I love Smash Ultimate. I want to play it online. I play it online, and I'm just like, this is so much worse than the base game. If I had friends or people who cared about me in my life, I would play with them, but unfortunately I don't, so I'm stuck to this online that's laggy as hell. Moving on to the next one, peer-to-peer networking. Okay, so it's the same thing, basically. As we said, Super Smash Bros. Relies on peer-to-peer networking, not a central server. That means one is given that you can. So, it's talking more about the lag, basically. This is true, but you just talked about that. You're kind of merging points here, okay? You can't, come on, this is the same fucking point. The lag is caused by the peer-to-peer networking. Right? Obviously. Like, if they had dedicated servers, it wouldn't be so much of an issue. So, yeah, that's kind of the same point, but fine, you can have both, I guess. You know, I might have to give you them. Battle arenas shut down if the host leaves. Okay. I guess that's a problem. I guess it's not a good thing, but is that really that much of an issue? Like, you can just start another one. I don't get it. I guess if you're playing with randoms in a battle arena, it could be seen as a little bit of an issue, because, I suppose you wanted to play more with the same people, but I don't know. It seems like such a small thing, I wouldn't even talk about it. I don't get what's that much of an issue about it. Playing with friends is a pain. The game lacks invitation systems. You can't simply invite friends. Now you have to fart around the battle arena area if you want to play with friends. You have to create your own battle arena, change your visibility to friends, and then wait for them to find it. Well, you don't really have to wait for them to find it. It's kind of like a few clicks. Like, hold on. While I agree that the game should have some sort of invitation system, because the Switch's friends list in general is pretty fucking limited, it's really not that hard. You see, I don't have a fucking... I don't have a capture card, so I'm gonna have to show it to you like this. But you see, you just click battle arenas, and then you hit join arena. You can hardly fucking see it, but it's the friends arenas right there, and it'll show up if you have any friends. Like I don't. So it's really not that bad, to be honest with you. It's like 3 clicks. I get that it's a little bit more annoying than not just being able to hit the invitation and you get in, but I haven't really seen much of an issue with this, to be honest with you. I really don't think it's that big of a deal. Battle Arena doesn't count towards your global Smash power. Most online games have casual and ranked matches, and Ultimate is no different. Those who care more about their ranking should have fun to stick to solo Smash, as this influences your global Smash power. Once you reach a high enough level, Solo Smash turns to Elite Smash, you play with the best. However, Battle Arena doesn't count towards this number, so more competitive players may find playing with friends a waste of time. Sorry, friends.
War never changes.
Okay, this is a really dumb point. The more competitive players may find playing with friends a waste of time. First off, if you care that much about your rank, that you're willing to just, whenever your friends want to play the game with you, you tell them to go fuck themselves, That's a problem with you, dog. That ain't a problem with the game. But second off, it makes sense that battle arenas don't go towards your global smash power, though. Or else I would just go into a battle arena with a friend who doesn't care about their GSP, kill them a shit ton of game, would just keep winning the games, and my global smash power would fucking skyrocket. That's really dumb. It's a good thing that battle arenas don't count towards your global smash power. It's supposed to be competitive, so it's against randoms, you know? It's like if you're playing CS:GO or something, and you can just play against 5 of your friends, and that would bring that would bring your rank up. That makes no sense. You should be able to play with your friends, maybe, in, like, duos, and that would count towards it, because I don't think duos online counts towards it, but Battle Arena? No, absolutely not. If you're playing against someone else in a competitive game, that someone else should be random, so you can't fix the game. Rematch forces you to play as the same character. Okay, yeah, this is kind of... Okay, all of these have been about online so far, by the way. I'm just saying, maybe the game isn't that bad. It's pretty much just the online, which I agree with. The online definitely absolutely the worst part about the game, but so far it's all been online problems. But yeah, rematches online force you to play as the same character as you were just playing, instead of being able to switch. Like we said, this is understandable, but definitely gets stale after a while, especially if you're playing a best-of series. Yeah, I would far prefer if I played against an enemy online and I had the option of best of 5 them or best of 3 or whatever, if that was an option, but you can't really. If you want to best of 5 them, you have to hope they rematch you, and you don't get to switch characters in between. If their character counters yours pretty hard, you're fucked, basically. You're just fucked. You're just gonna keep losing. It's kind of a dumb system. Quick play another online one. What the fuck is good? Okay, this was not. Did I click on the wrong article? 25 glaring problems with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, not Smash Bros. Ultimate Online. There's nothing meant. It's just the game. I don't get it. We're not saying the game is bad, but we can't ignore its blatant flaws. But so far, all of them have been from the fighting mechanics to the online component. Okay, maybe. I guess a lot of the emphasis is online. But that, I don't know. I think the game's pretty good if you can only come up with online problems. Quick play parameters. Okay, so this is a problem when the game first came out. I haven't had that much of an issue now, but yeah, when the game first came out and the online came out with it, even if you had your parameters set up 1v1, no item, no stage, hazard, or whatever, you'd still be getting 4v4s, all items, more stage hazards. You just be getting complete bullshit. So yeah, but this was fixed pretty quickly in their respect. I've gotten, like, maybe in the past year of online, I've gotten like 3 4v4s. Typically it works pretty well nowadays. Smash tag's is a wasted component. Okay, really? Like, who cares? Who gives a fuck? Again, another online thing too. Essentially, each individual player has their own tag. Like, it's okay, and when you defeat them, it's stored in your vault. And then you can look at all the tags in Pride or something. Sure, you can sell them for gold coins, but you don't really get much in return, aside from some music tracks and costumes. Yeah, and the fact that gold coins are the easiest fucking thing to get in the world. I have, like, hundreds of thousands of them, spend God knows where. Just seems like wasted potential for what could have been an interesting mechanic. I guess, like, there could have been more done with it, but at the end of the fucking day, it's just Smash tags, dog. Who really gives a fuck what Smash tags do? I get it's a wasted component, but honestly, I guess it's better being nothing than not being there at all. Manual replay saves. This one's a little nitpicky, but something Ultimate could have done better. The game employs a replay feature so you can rewatch your greatest matches. Unfortunately, you have to manually save the replay, and it means if you mash through the results screen, you lose the replay forever. Okay, just don't mash through the results screen then, and then that wouldn't be an issue. If you want to save the replay, I get there's been some games where I go through and I'm like, fuck, I should have saved the replay of that. But I don't really give a shit. I don't go to sleep crying at night that I didn't save that replay. I really don't give a fuck at the end of the day. But we're sure someone out there was eager to relive their glory only to realize they never saved it, either because they weren't aware of the function. Then why? If you weren't aware of the replay feature, why are you eager to relive your glory? Or because they carelessly skipped the results. Yeah, I'm sure someone out there was, but I'm sure someone out there just didn't give a shit and just kept playing the game after they realized. It's really not that big of a deal. I'd far prefer it being manual than it automatically saving it to my system and taking up unneeded space. I don't know how much space a replay takes up. I know if you want to convert it into video, then it takes up a lot of space. I don't know how much the raw file takes up, but I'd rather just have it be manual like it is now. I don't think I'd rather have it be automatic and take up space. Air dodge lag. What? Many players of Ultimate have been complaining about the new air dodge lag. Especially air dodging is very laggy and unresponsive, so performing air dodge leaves you extremely vulnerable to counter it. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. It's supposed to be laggy and unresponsive. You're not supposed to be able to control your air dodge. The whole point is you get a dodge in the air, which is very fucking useful, because then you won't get hit in the air, and of course it leaves you vulnerable to counterattack. That's the point. Otherwise, why would you just air dodge the whole fucking game if there was no downsides to it? They are also problematic off stage, as you can be locked out of moving and easily fall to your doom. Yeah, that's the point. That's on purpose. They did that on purpose, so you can't air dodge and then just expect everything to go on as normal. Also, the screenshot is from Smash 4. Why did you... This is a Smash 4 screenshot. This is not... Why is this one here? Did you play the game? But the more detail-oriented and competitive players are finding it a little difficult to get used to. Can you point me in the direction of these competitive players that are finding it difficult to get used to? I mean, I guess it's different from the last game, like a little bit, I guess. I haven't seen anyone complain about it. I haven't seen anyone go, man, I wish I could just air dodge the whole fucking game and do absolutely nothing. No. People are happy that air dodging is a mechanic that is balanced. Balloon knockback. The new balloon knockback is a love it or hate it mechanic, Essentially, the balloon knockback changed the trajectory of knockbacks. Okay. When a damaged character is hit, they launch towards the edge of the screen before slowing down. This has thrown off the more combo-oriented players, as it's more difficult to predict the trajectory of the line. It also gives the game a much faster pace, especially compared to the more floaty Wii U. It takes some getting used to, especially for veteran players. Okay, but this isn't 25 glaring things that take getting used to in Smash Ultimate. This is 25 problems. The way you worded this, it doesn't even sound like you think this is a problem. Like, it takes getting used to, especially for veteran players. Okay, what's the problem with that? This is fine. I far prefer the game being faster paced. Like, Smash 4 went on forever some games. You'd be there, and you'd be wondering if you're going to die in the game first, you're going to die of old age with the controller. The game is far more faster paced in Ultimate now, in 1v1s, and I really like that. I don't think that's something I want to take away. I don't exactly know what the fuck you're talking about when you say balloon knockback. They changed the trajectory. How do you even fucking notice that, dog? Maybe I'm just an idiot. Maybe I'm just dumb. But I don't really think this is a bad thing. If the game's going faster pace and then more floaty Wii U, that's a good thing. I think that's a very fucking good thing. Because the game being floaty for every character was fucking dog shit. That's just my opinion, though. It's just my opinion. It's the same old gameplay. What the fuck does that even mean? It's the same old game. Yeah, it's the same fucking game. It's the same series. You don't buy the next Call of Duty, and you're like, fuck, man, this isn't an RPG top-down shooter. No, of course not. It's the same old game. Of course, it's the same game. What? I'm sorry. I'm getting angry. I'm getting angry at no one. I'm getting angry at the gamer, dog. I shouldn't be getting mad at a company named The Gamer. But what does that even fucking mean? It's the same old gameplay. It's the same fucking game and the same fucking series you just played. Like, I don't get what you wanted, man. You want an FPS? Aside from a few changes to the physics, nothing's really been altered here. Yeah, except it has been altered. The game is fairly different mechanic-wise. I mean, yeah, it's still the same fighting game. It's the same game, and a lot of the core mechanics are very much... you could very much bring them from one game into the other, but that doesn't change the fact that... Yeah, no shit, it's the same game. It's Smash Ultimate. It's the fifth game in the series. Did you expect them to go a different route, man? Did you want an RPG instead? Did you want a first-person shooter? I don't get what you're trying to say here. Of course, this is an extremely hyped entry in a beloved series, so we can't blame Nintendo for sticking to the core gameplay mechanics. Yeah, but even if it wasn't, when you make a sequel to a game, typically it's similar to the game you're making a sequel to. You know, like I thought this was common knowledge that typically when you make a sequel, the sequel is going to be the same as the fucking last game. I said the game suffers from a bit of sameness. I didn't think so. I think the game is pretty pretty different. Like, I went back, I don't think you noticed it until you go back to Smash 4. I went back to Smash 4 a few months after the game came out, and I was like, what is this dog shit? This is the worst game I've ever played in my entire life. It's that big of a change. You only notice, really, once you're used to something else. It's like moving from 30 FPS on a console to 60 FPS on PC. It's just like, wow. I didn't even realize what I was losing, you know? I don't mean to put my to bring my opinion into this, but what I'm saying is that of course it's the same fucking game. But then again, we guess you don't fix what is broken, what isn't broken. Well, yeah, that and the fact it's a sequel. Like, did you play the BioShock 1 and then you play BioShock 2? You're like, man, it's just the same old gameplay. It's like, yeah, no shit, it's BioShock 2. DLC characters are overpriced. Speaking of the game's DLC is a little bit ridiculous. 5 more characters were released via DLC, and players have the option of purchasing all 5 for the Fighters Pass for $25. That's $5 of characters. Of course, the pass also comes with music tracks and new stages. Yeah, which is very important, by the way. You should probably mention that. If the characters were, if it was just $5 for the character, I might be a lot more, less willing to spend my money. But I love the stages and the new music too. I think it's like a whole pack. It's not really just a character, you know? I don't know. Maybe I focus on the other things too much, but personally, sometimes I'm more hyped for the stage than I am the character, you know? Like that's how much I care about the other stuff. Like, I bought fucking Sans, dog. I bought the Sans Mii costume. Do you think I bought him because I wanted to play as fucking Sans? Okay, maybe a little bit, but I want a Megalovania, dog. I wanted to hear that shit in Smash Ultimate. That's crazy. Now, I get those are only 75 cents, but it's still the same principle to me. These are full-fledged characters. Most people probably don't care less about those things. Okay, then don't buy it. They just want the fighter. Okay, well, if you don't think the fighter is worth $5, don't buy it. Don't buy the fighter then. I don't get it. Some people probably won't care about this. I'm sorry, did you want them to make something that everyone cared about? You can't please everyone at the end of the day. I know tons of people who own Smash Ultimate and don't care enough to buy the DLC. That's fine. That's the fucking point of the DLC being optional. If Nintendo came to my house and told me to buy the DLC, maybe I'd be a little bit more, skeptical about buying it, but I don't get it. You're kind of just going, most people probably couldn't care. Most people? Hold on. I thought it said some. Most people couldn't care less about those things. I don't know. I think they're doing pretty well if they're making a second Fighters Pass. I'm pretty sure that maybe you just don't care. The DLC is destroying save files. Okay. Okay. Fine. Is this really a problem, though? Okay, I'm gonna say 2 things. Yes, this is true. When Piranha Plant came out, if you beat the classic mode with Piranha Plant, some people's save files got deleted. It was a terrible glitch that lasted for like a fucking day or 2. I don't exactly remember. Maybe it was a few days. But I mean, is this really a glaring problem with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? That's not really what that seems like to me. This seems like a mistake that Nintendo made that lasted a few days. This isn't like every DLC that comes out, your save file is completely erased. Like, no, it's not a feature. It was a glitch that lasted like a few days, dog. Chill out, man. Chill out. I think we'll be fine. World of Light is repetitive. Okay, this is true. World of Light could have been so much better, and it wasn't. World of Light is the same fucking thing over and over again for like 10 fucking hours. The game only actually gets interesting by the end at the boss fights, but you have to go through the rest of the game to get there, and it's just kind of... Alright, I can agree with this one. World of Light is a pretty mode, especially compared to Subspace Emissary from Brawl. Holy shit. What I'd give to get that back. The story is wasted. Okay, this is the same point again. Yeah, like this. No one really plays Smash for the story. Hey, don't be shitting on Brawl. But if that's the case, Nintendo shouldn't have teased us with one. The opening cinematic is breathtaking. Yeah, okay. So what they're talking about is there's like 3 or 4 cutscenes in the whole game. There's like 5. Like there's such a small amount of cutscenes basically, and there was a whole story tease with the World of Light. You know, everyone dies with Kirby, and then it's just kind of okay, get them back. It's that simple. Yeah, I kind of agree. It was a decent story concept that kind of went nowhere. I don't know what I really expected. I prefer the game itself, the outside of the story mode, being better for a lackluster story, but I would have preferred if both were good. I don't know why there couldn't be an update to World of Light that would have been better. It takes too long to unlock characters. I'm sorry, you wanna know why I'm laughing? You wanna know why I'm laughing? Look closely at the screenshot. So this is an Ultimate screenshot, right? This is Ultimate, I think. Yeah, it is. But look closely at the screenshot. This is a fan-made roster. Like there's Simon Belmont, who actually ended up getting added, but it's a fan-made render. Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Frisk from Undertale, Travis fucking Touchdown, Rayman, fucking Nintendo. Like what is going on? King K. Rool, fan made. I don't get it. This is a fan. Where did you get these pictures? I really want to know where you found these pictures. I would fucking love to know how you fucked up this badly and you couldn't just get a screenshot from the game. Springman, dog. Springman, really? It takes too long to unlock all of the characters. World of Light takes 12 hours to complete. Time that is usually spent in the multiplayer component with your friends. I didn't beat World of Light. I didn't bother. I watched someone else do it, but I didn't. You don't have to. You can get the characters by just playing the game. I got the characters within like 2 days of the game coming out. It really wasn't that bad. I don't really get what you're on about. It's really not that hard to unlock characters. I don't really see your point. Unlocking specific characters is a pain. Okay, this is the same point again. Too many characters? What is... Okay, let's pick one. Fucking hell. There are just too many characters. The entry is probably a bit continuous. 74 characters plus 6 more via DLC plus 12 more now. We know that fighting games require a good roster, but 80 characters seems like a bit much. Especially when players tend to stick to the same 4 or 5. Well, that's the point. If there are more characters and people are sticking to 4 or 5, then there's different... If there was like 10 characters in the game, then people would typically have the same 4 or 5 they're sticking to. When there's 80, there's a lot more potential to pick different characters. What is the How are you complaining about there being too many characters? It's a good thing. If there's too many and you're overwhelmed, that's good, because then you get used to them all. You get at least pick. You can at least pick the ones you like. I don't get what. Why are we complaining about there being characters? Why is this a complaint? Is this a genuine complaint that people have? I'm done. It's too excessive. It's too excessive. Sometimes games can be too ambitious for their own good. I'd love to see an example of that. Well, I mean, there might be one. Alta Submit is a game absolutely loaded with content, but too much content can be a bad thing. Here we have the typical multiplayer shenanigans like Classic and Special Smash, plus the 100-hour-long World of Light campaign. 100 hours? It does not take 100 hours to beat World of Light. You are fucking terrible if it took you 100 hours to beat World of Light. It's long. It's pretty long. Like we said, it's repetitive. But it's not 100 hour long. So chill out, man. That's like RPG fucking length. Not even. Some RPGs are a little shorter than that. Plus Smashdown, plus Squad Strike, plus Tournament, plus the Spirits, all played in over 100 stages. It's definitely a throw everything at the wall and see what sticks approach, and a lot of it doesn't. That's true to a certain extent. There is a lot of shit in the game I just don't fucking play. I don't think I've touched Classic. I don't fuck with Spirits or World of Light for the most part. Tournament mode was really lackluster. I really wish it's best of ones, dude. Like, what? Plus, I don't really get what you mean by, over 100 stages. That's a good thing, but I guess there's a lot of modes, and you didn't really make a point, but I think the point they're trying to make is that if they cut down on these modes, there could have been more in the main game, which I agree, but I mean, at the end of the day, there's still a lot of content in the game, but apparently that's a bad thing, so... Playing with a sideways Joy-Con is a choice you make. The next fucking... I'm not even gonna entertain this. Yes, playing with a sideways Joy-Con gives me cancer. It makes me actually want to rip out my heart. Just die right there on the spot. I hate it. This is terrible. This is an awful control scheme, right? But it's there. I'd rather have it here than not here, because sometimes this is all you can play with. When you're handheld and you only have 2 Joy-Cons, you're trying to play with a friend, yeah, this is literally all you can do. I'm sorry, it sucks, but at least it's an option. I'd rather it be there than when I use the sideways Joy-Con, the game tells me to go fuck myself. Yeah, it's cancer. Like I said, it's terrible, but it's something. What's the problem here, man? The battery only lasts for about 3 to 4 hours, and finally the tiny screens may prove troublesome. as it can be hard to distinguish the action from end characters. Yeah, this isn't the Smash Ultimate problem. This is a Switch problem. If you want to call the handheld mode bad, which, sure, I don't mind. I don't play handheld. But the battery only lasts for 3 to 4 hours. Like how did Smash Ultimate decide that? That is a Switch problem. That's the hardware. And finally, the tiny screen may prove troublesome, as it's hard to distinguish the action and characters. Okay, again, how is this a Smash Ultimate problem? This is a Switch problem. You want the Switch to have a bigger screen? You should have told Nintendo fucking to do that then. How is it Smash Ultimate's fault? I don't get it. Sakurai didn't do this. Sakurai didn't tell them to do that. No For Glory mode. Okay, yeah, it's more online. Yeah, the rank system's AIDS. We get it by now. We get it. You said it like 10 fucking times up here. We get it. I agree. It's AIDS. It gives me AIDS. I agree. Battle arenas don't allow 2 players. How is your second biggest problem with the game gonna be fucking battle arenas don't allow 2 players? Like yeah, I guess you can't play duos in Smash Ultimate. Guess what? It's so much of a problem. Duos kind of sucks in this game. But yeah, sure. It should be a feature. It's a decent thing. Like yeah, sure. Maybe it should. But it's the number 2 problem with the game? I wouldn't say so. No taunting online. How is this number 1? I don't. What? Number 1 problem? No taunting online? Has outrage culture gone too far? Why else would Nintendo remove the option to taunt players? Well, apparently I heard that it's because in the earlier games, people used to just get on and just have taunt offs or some shit where they used to taunt at each other. That's pretty retarded. But I don't really see no taunting as an issue online. Like it's like whatever, dude. Whatever. Taunting has been a feature of Smash from the beginning, and taunt serve is a great blend of cocky confidence and friendly competition. And now it's gone. No, it's not gone. It's still in the game. It's just not online in the game. It's not in the online. It's just not there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it couldn't be there, man. But it's not that big of a deal. Come on. Of course, taunting is still in the game, just on the online component. Exactly. What makes the situation even worse is that players have resorted to teabagging instead, which is like 10 times more offensive. Offensive? Offensive. How is it offensive? I don't get it. Did it like kill your family? How is that offensive? They're just crouching, dog. You ever seen Smash Ultimate? They just crouch. That's it. How is that offensive? That's not offensive.
How could that be offensive? Are you offended by Mario crouching?
What are you talking about? Offensive. How is it offensive? I don't get it. How is it offensive, man? Fuck, it's a generous fucking video.